Steve Kaplan is the township supervisor for West Bloomfield. He was elected in 2016 and oversees all of the departments here, the police, the fire department, the environmental department here, and is doing a great job to keep our community safe and give it his all here as his township supervisor. Steve, thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Maddie. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, how are you?
Having a good day so far, but it's early.
Good, yes, it's nice and early. Hope you have your cup of coffee. Steve, there's a lot of good things coming in during the holiday season here in West Bloomfield. One of those events being the Toys for Tots drive that the fire department is putting on. Obviously, one of your roles, responsibilities as a township supervisor is to give back to the community and make sure those who are underserved are, getting the proper assets that we have here in our community. So can you tell us a little bit about the Toys for Tots drive that the fire department is putting on?
Maddie, West Bloomfield historically has supported Toys for Tots and other similar programs. There's a misnomer among some in our area, the Tri-County area, that West Bloomfield residents are all affluent, but that's not true. We do have residents who are unemployed. COVID has affected people's employments. But specifically, we have 3 locations for the Tots for Toys for drop-off. The first one is on 2 fire stations, one on Orchard Lake Road near the high school, and the other one on Maple Road west of Middle Belt. And also here at Town Hall, we're accepting toys. Also, through my executive assistant, Chris, we're adopting a family. And that family, we're not going to mention the name, but in West Bloomfield, has reached hard and dire times. And staff is chipping in, and we're going to buy some Christmas gifts, not with township money, but with personal funds for that family.
Well, that's great, and obviously with the pandemic, it has been very difficult for people to keep jobs. People have been laid off through these hard times, and specifically with the Toys for Tots drive, if one watching this wants to go about dropping off a toy or getting involved with that through the fire department, how would one, get that information and drop off those toys?
Maddie, easily during business hours, 8 to 4:30, a resident or non-resident can visit either fire station or town hall and provide the nice gifts for these needy children.
And then you guys also had the Veterans Breakfast last week, and it was a great event, obviously, for Veterans Day, celebrating those in our community who has served our country. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how it went?
This is an annual event, and approximately 180 veterans residing in West Bloomfield attended, and this was a breakfast in their honor. But there are 3 people or organizations who deserve the credit. The first is Orchard Mall for providing the space to us and the nice ambience. And then we have Parks Commission, which spearheaded it through Jennifer Tucker, the executive director. And then the main sponsor was the Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union. Now, Robert Brooks has been on the Parks Commission for many years. Obviously, he's a West Bloomfield resident, and he gave the keynote speech, and he was excellent.
And can you tell us a little bit about what it means to you and the township staff to be able to honor those veterans that have served in our greater West Bloomfield community?
Well, I can't phrase it as well as others, but many of the veterans volunteered for service. They weren't all drafted, and they risked their lives, and some of them were injured, and we know people have died. So in order for you and me and others to be safe, and so they are the true heroes in society along with first responders.
Well, thanks so much, Steve. Thanks for joining us and telling us a little bit about the events that we have here. I'm sure we'll be having you on regularly now that we're doing this Flash Format Live, so thanks again for joining us today.
Thanks, Maddie. Have a great week.
Thanks, you too.